Nuclear provides about 60% of Ontario's power. That's enough electricity to power 1 out of 2 homes, businesses, schools, farms, and hospitals in the province. Nuclear is one of the lowest cost sources of electricity in the province. The emissions-free power produced in Ontario's nuclear plants costs about 30% less than the average residential price. The investments that we're making in Ontario's nuclear infrastructure today will help ensure that the province has a steady supply of clean, affordable power for decades to come. The Canadian nuclear industry is an economic engine for tens of thousands of people across the country. The nuclear industry in Ontario contributes more than $5 billion to the provincial economy. It also supports more than 50,000 jobs across the country. That's miners, skilled tradespeople, engineers, technical specialists, and more, who are able to support their families and contribute to their communities thanks to nuclear. It's also one of the cleanest sources of power Ontario has. When you consider the entire power life cycle, nuclear is comparable to wind in terms of CO2 emissions per kilowatt hour. Ontario nuclear plants help avoid 45 million tons of CO2 emissions per year. That's the equivalent of taking 10 million of Ontario's cars off the road. And with carbon pricing coming into force, the emissions-free power from Bruce Power, Darlington, and Pickering will help Ontarians avoid up to $95 billion in carbon costs. Thanks to the Canadian nuclear industry, Ontario is a world leader in the production of cobalt-60, a medical isotope that's used to sterilize equipment like gloves, masks, and syringes at hospitals around the world. It's also used in the life-saving treatment of certain cancers and to combat the spread of the harmful Zika virus. Over the last 60 years, an estimated 35 million patients have been treated with cobalt-60. The cobalt-60 produced at Ontario's nuclear plants makes up 70% of the global supply. Nuclear energy, powering Ontario's future.